My name's John McGrath, and you're watching Internet Gold Miner. If you don't know, my name's John McGrath, and today we're out on my gold claim in northern Nevada to do a little metal detecting and to show you around the claim and introduce you to myself and the things that we're going to be doing on this show. It's about an 8.5 mile off-road trek off the highway to get out here. You saw some of that with our beginning of the show. Most of this show will probably be shot out in this area, but it could change. So today, as you can see right here, is an old miner's shack. Now this area was late 1800s and all the way through the 30s on and off for different sorts of mining. This mine here that I have is a hard rock mine, which means that what you're not going to see stuff like on Gold Rush where they're doing placer mining. What's the difference between placer mining and hard rock mining? Pretty simple. The gold has to come from somewhere. Placer's probably about the last place you go, but it's easier mining. You can actually have what they call free gold. It's in the rivers, in the grounds. You just dig it up, you run it through a sluice or some sort of box, and you have your gold. Hard rock mining is where gold starts through the formation of heat and whatnot in the ground. And this is where you have what you would see a big tunnel, inclined shafts, all that kind of stuff. And you would follow the vein of gold, and you're taking that out of the vein of gold, taking the gold out, and you have to crush it, you have to process it, you have to assay it, and to see what your gold is in. Sometimes this is a doable thing for the small miner like myself. Sometimes it's not, because you have to use a chemical process with arsenic and things like that that we just don't want to get into as a small micro gold miner, which is what I am. But you'll see lots of good stuff, and we'll be right back. The first thing that we're going to do today is I'm going to show you around the mine site so you get a little bit of lay of the land. Right behind me here is one of the deep shafts. I'm not sure how deep it is. We'll find that out in another episode where we're going to drop some GoPros down and possibly see what the safety factor looks like. And you never know. I got a geologist friend that we might drop down into that mine shaft and see what we can find. But it all depends on safety. So just remember, if you're out at one of these old claims, just don't go leaning over the side of one of these things. And you'll see what I mean when we walk the camera over there. It could cave in and you're going down. It could be 1,000 feet. So just be very careful. Don't do anything stupid. You're out in the middle of nowhere. If something were to happen to me here, I'm pretty much SOL, and you have to take care of yourself because I don't have cell phone service. I do have a satellite GPS system that I can send out an emergency spot, but that's about it. So let's go look around the gold claim, and let me show you what we have. Yeah, see? That's one deep shaft. One step off in the wrong spot, and you're finished, folks. You're finished. So let's go take a look around. This is the claim. There's another shaft a little further down that I'll show you. It's one hard rock claim, which is 20 acres. I'm giving you the roundabout view here, and we'll walk on down and take a look at some other things that I'm going to point out. So you're probably wondering, what the heck are all these colors? You're going to see a lot of that. What I'm standing on here is what they took out of the ground, the old timers, and some newer timers, we'll say. And this is what a lot of guys that are micro miners, like myself, will work. Because a lot of the old timers missed a lot of the gold. You can see a little spot here that there were some samples taken out of by myself. And over here, you see the ladder? That's the other shaft. That's a lot shallower shaft. And there are underground workings here, and we'll figure out what's going on with those a little later in our episodes. But if you take a good look around, you'll see, I guess people will call them piles of dirt. Those are little prospects. Those are little workings that people have done. And what we're going to do on this episode, besides a little metal detecting, is go walk around the claim and take a look at different signs to look for a good mining claim. Now here's another shot of the tailings pile that I was describing to you. It's a fairly good sized pile. I'm going to take you down. As I was driving in here, I noticed a little outcropping of some rocks that were actually of interest. And we're going to hike down here, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. That's kind of a good sign, actually. So hang on one sec. This is what I'm talking about. I spotted this quartz outcropping here, rather small. But this is what we're looking for, folks, a lot of times. That it could point to, you have good gold in the area. Gold runs with quartz. A lot of people know that. Some people call it dirty quartz. What the dirty part of it is iron that runs in the quartz. And I think next time we're here, we're going to do a rock crusher episode and crush that up. We'll break up that rock, crush it up, and see what we have. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to explain a little more about the mining claim. There's your other shaft, folks. We're going to go down to another spot. Looks like they were doing some prospecting here. Little prospects. To this area here. It's actually rather interesting. This is the kind of rock that we're looking for, most likely, that has gold in it. A lot of times here, you are not going to see, in Nevada anyways, you're not going to see gold, a big line of gold, a vein. Okay? You got to crush the ore. And so that's going to be the process here. We're going to be crushing different pieces of ore that we find on the property, and we're going to keep track of it, where we took it from, with a GPS and a notebook. Take a photo of the ore, what it looks like, crush the ore, and pan the ore. Or if we have a bunch of it, we'll put it through our gold cube and blue bowl and go that route. But usually you don't have to use that big of an amount. One panful is usually pretty good. Here's another prospect. And you'll see right up the hill here. Let me zoom in on that for you guys. That's the main shaft, vertical shaft right up there. That is where we came in. That is also the large tailings pile. Right here is the secondary shaft that we found. And then it kind of travels down the workings down this way. And there's workings that kind of float all the way down. There are workings in other areas of the claim that we will go check out. I wanted to show you guys something on this tailings pile, and I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but I'm going to try and show it to you. If I glimmer across, the big problem is a lot of people, including myself, get fooled with fool's gold. Mica, pyrite, all kinds of different things. You could be walking around here, and if you don't really know a lot, oh, there's gold just floating all over the place. Well, there's a piece right there. That's a piece of pyrite. Now, where there's pyrite, yes, gold can go with pyrite, just like quartz. So, that can be the way. I took a sample here last week, ran it, one pan, and lots of galena and pyrite and a little bit of gold. So we do have gold here. I'll show you another something else here on the claim. I came up here and said, what the hell is this? And somebody stuck a junk pipe in the ground. Well, what it is a vent pipe for what's down below. Yeah, got some pretty good depth to that, so we'll investigate, like I said, another time on that. Okay, we are back with my brand new metal detector. What is it? It's a Gold Racer Macro. And it's a beauty. It's supposed to be one of the hottest hot ones around. Now, I know a lot of you have metal detectors and you have your opinions. I've had a lot of metal detectors over the years, so I do have some pretty good experience with these. White's, MXT, some Mine Lab products, the Xterra 705, this macro, my Falcon gold detector that I like to keep on me. This is kind of a specific metal detector, and yes, it is a metal detector. I use it as a pinpointer when I'm out metal detecting for gold. It's also nice to have on you when you're in a gold bearing area, especially this claim, that if I do come across some gold ore, what I think is gold ore, I can use this baby. It's 250 kilohertz. It will pick up very fine gold. Will it pick up all gold? No, but it will pick up a lot finer gold than what any metal detector you have in your hand. Now this metal detector, I believe, works on 56 kilohertz, and it was picked specifically by myself because of that. The Gold Bug 2, which has been around for a while, it does go a little higher, but this will get a little bit better depth, I think, and kind of find a little bit bigger gold. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't used it yet, so we're going to go out on the claim and do a little detecting. And why am I detecting on my gold claim? Well, why not, right? But I think a good thing to do is, if you do have a metal detector and you do have a gold claim, or you're thinking about a gold claim, go out there before you buy the claim or get the claim, or make the claim yours, and go ahead and work the metal detector. You'll be surprised what you find. Sometimes you'll be surprised what you won't find sometimes. And of course, this is free gold. This metal detector will find very small little pickers. So let's go around and find out and see what this baby does. I still need to know what the heck I'm doing. Read the manual, and we'll figure out what's going on. A little ground balancing. The trick isn't ground balancing when you're in a really mineralized ground here, is hopefully you're not balancing it on a piece of metal or something, so you got to make sure, because I think back here there's a little something there, so we're going to rebalance that and we're good to go. So let's see what we can find. Maybe we'll find something, maybe not. Right away, 9mm bullet casing, brass, comes up right in the gold sector. You gotta dig them. If you don't, you might be missing something. It's just part of gold detecting. And so, hey, the detector works. I didn't have to go far. What I should say is also, take this stuff and pack it out. Put it in your pocket. It's not much to pack it out, because if it's your claim, or no matter what, it's the great outdoors here, why not pick it up? Why throw it back down? That's just my 2 cents on it. I should also say is, what do you have on you when you're detecting? Of course, you've got your metal detector. You always want to use some cans or earphones. So get a decent set of earphones. They don't have to be $300 ones, just a decent set. I use Koss earphones UR20s. I like them because they cover my ears really good, and they'll block out a lot of wind noise. So that's a good thing. Also, you're going to want a pick. Carrying this on you makes it so much easier instead of carrying a big old shovel. And what you do is, it looks like I lost my magnet. You buy a good strong magnet, put it on the end of this thing, or some of them that you can buy at mining stores will have the magnets built into it. I went the cheap Harbor Freight route. You can go whatever route you want. But why do you have a magnet on the end of your pick? So when you're in the ground and you're picking and you found a target, it could be a nail, it could be something metal like that, the magnet will pick it up right away. Most of the time when you're gold detecting, it can come in handy. And it'll also tell you how mineralized the ground is, because it will pick up a lot of the black sands and whatnot that will be on there. So that's another good thing. The next thing you should have is a little bit of water, of course. And here's what I like to keep. I like to keep a couple sample bags in my deal. I can put my findings in here, but if I also come across some gold ore that I want to take back with me to crush, I'll put them in the sample bag, mark where they're at. And you'll want a plastic only scooper. Now again, this is a cheapo special. And the reason why you want a plastic one is because if you're really digging a hole a bit, you can use your axe, but you'll pick up your scoops and you can run this under the metal detector, over the metal detector, to find if that's what your target is. Very easy. Better than using your hands. Have a pair of gloves also, because a lot of this dirt will tear your hands up pretty good. If you're a tough guy, I guess it doesn't matter, but it drives me nuts to have my hands tore up. So I like to wear gloves also when I'm out here. So that's my 2 cents on that. Don't forget to also have some marking tape. You never know when you're running around out here and you've come across something and you're way out on the claim or way off the claim looking at something else that you possibly have interest in. Maybe it's adding another claim to what you have. Put a little marking tape in your bag. Real easy to find anywhere. Any local mining store should have it. You can order it through the internet. Not a big deal. That's it. Let's go do some metal detecting. I'll tell you, that can be a workout if you're not used to that. It's about 85 degrees today. What did I find? Well, no gold that I came across of anyways. It's a large claim. Lots of old 22 caliber shells, pieces of metal, that sort of thing. There's been people here before. I'm not going to be silly about that. You really want to go into this mining, micro mining, with the mindset of you're not going to find anything. So don't spend your life savings doing it, okay? You can have fun, have it as a hobby, and if you find something, fantastic. You're going to try to find something, but you're not going to miss your car or house payment on that. So that's kind of the way you have to go into it. We got nothing today, but we did get information. And the information that I did get was, in walking this claim, as you're metal detecting the claim, you pick up things. You start to see things that you haven't seen before, just say hiking across the four corners. Different mineralization, different rocks and minerals that are around. I'm no expert on every rock and mineral. I try to educate myself as best as possible, but you won't hear any serious geology talk out of this show. You're going to have the basics, and that's it. This, my friends, is technology. I'm sure you've all seen them on the news and whatnot. Ah, drones, drones. This is Betsy, okay? Betsy is very American, just like me. USA. Betsy's a DJI Inspire with a high-definition camera that can do video and take pictures. It has GPS. It can do all kinds of stuff, great for filming, internet gold miner. But what it's great for is prospecting. you can go out and you can be at the bottom of some hill or mountain, and you need to hike up a couple thousand feet. Light this baby off and take a look. And you got your tablet, you look right through on the tablet or your cell phone, and you can see what this camera sees. Video it, take pictures, see it live, look at it later, decide if you want to go hiking up there. It can spot mineralization, different colors in the soils. Great, great tool. This is a little expensive one. You can go out and get a DJI Phantom for, I believe the new one, the Phantom 4, is $13.99, and it'll do just about everything this does, except gets knocked around a little bit more in the wind because it's a smaller platform. But other than that, check them out. Don't be afraid of them. Learn how to use them. Betsy, you'll see her in use. Guys, I wanted to talk to you about a couple things that you really should have if you're going out and prospecting, mining, and you're out in the middle of nowhere like I am. Number one, cell phone. Now where I'm at right here, it does not work. If I took about a mile hike up to the next top of the next hill, I could have cell phone coverage. I drive out, a mile or two, I get cell phone coverage. So cell phone, always have with you. Number two, or you might even say number one, GPS. Now I'm not talking your car GPS. I'm talking, I like the Delorme Earthmate series. They have, this is the PN30. They have a PN40, and they also have a newer series of these. I still have the older one. It works fine. You can download topo maps, aerial, satellite maps, color, everything, and these babies are worth their weight in gold. And an added thing that I just got this year, because I'm out in an area here where I don't have cell phone coverage, and if something happened, well, I would be kind of SOL. It's called the Spot. Now, what it is, it's a satellite phone, I guess you could call it, without the phone type quality. It tracks where you're going, and you have a map on the internet you can send to your friends or family. You also set it up for messages. They're pre-made messages that you make when this is hooked up to the computer. Like I could click on this one and it will send out, hey, I'm okay, I'm at the mine site, I made it here fine. I always send one when I'm leaving so they know I'm kind of in that dead zone, and then of course I text them on the phone, whoever I'm in contact with, that I made it out okay. But the big thing is, I don't know if you could see that, SOS. You pull that baby back and you push the button. Anywhere in the United States, I know it works. I don't know about anywhere else. That will bring let's say here, a helicopter to come in and take me to the nearest hospital. It works. And if you pay a few more dollars, I think it's like 50 more bucks a year. This is $250 plus 50. You get extra tracks. It'll track you every 5 seconds every 5 minutes instead of every, I think it's 20 minutes. It'll send tracks out onto that website. But you also get insurance for if they fly in and pick you up in a helicopter or whatever kind of rescue they're doing, it'll pay for that. It's well worth it. You just renew the insurance every year. This is paid for, it's done. It's on right now. When I leave here, I will send out an okay message to my loved ones, and they'll know that I'm leaving the mine site. So, like I said, the Spot, it's well worth it. You don't need it, but I like the insurance for it. A GPS for sure, and the good old cell phone. And that's it. See you next time. This is John McGrath, Internet Gold Miner.